Well, tonight it's Ner Hamishi. We're going to light the candle of Chanukkah, the 5th day. Of course, you know what the Gemara said, My Chanukkah. What is this Chanukkah? What it is about? What's special in Chanukkah that everybody want to light the Chanukkah? And there is a lot of halachot in the Chanukkah. And besides this, Chanukkah it's something, it's light. People like to be in the light. The or, the first thing that Hashem created, the first day that He created the world, it was or, the light. The light is something that attracts children. But as you know, there is artificial light and there is real light. Well, today we see in the street a lot of lights, artificial. It's the light, but it's electric. But the light that we use on Chanukkah is the real one, the real one. So the Gemara said, "My Chanukkah, what is Chanukkah? What is Chanukkah is about?" So the Gemara give us a story. That after the victory of the Hashmonaim against the Greek, now the victory, it's a victory. Now it's time to celebrate the victory. But the Jewish people, the Hashmonaim, for them, there is no victory yet. You know what it is, a victory? A victory is when you realize that you're a Jew. At that time, unfortunately, the Greek, they dominated Israel, they dominated their house, their life. No Shabbat, no Brit Milah, no Chodesh, no kosher food, nothing. They could do nothing. So, can you imagine 52 years of domination? So after 52 years, what's left? There is nothing left in Judaism, nothing. The new generation, they grow, nothing, knowing nothing about God, about Torah, about nothing. They knew nothing. Of course, it's not their fault. I'm sorry to tell you this, a lot of times when I receive people, sometimes there is people that came because have a problem, a health problem, something like that, and they know nothing. I promise you, there is even some people that they never heard about Avraham Avinu, Yitzchak Avinu, Moshe Avinu. I mean, they know, but nothing about them. We talk to them about Napoleon. Napoleon. Jules Caesar, yes, they know Jules Caesar, they know Victor Hugo, they know. But you talk to them about Abraham Avinu, they don't know. It's not their fault because nobody teach them, so they don't know. So just imagine after 52 years of that the Greek dominated the life of the Jews. So the Jews, they were finished. But look today, Baruch Hashem. Today, a lot of big nations disappear. But Baruch Hashem, Am Yisrael Hai. Today, Am Yisrael, Baruch Hashem, wherever you go, there is yeshivot, there is kollel, there is Torah, there is kosher food. Baruch Hashem, every year, every generation, there is a Hashmonaim of this generation. What is this Hashmonaim? Hashmonaim is those people who give away their life to maintain the Judaism. This is the Hashmonaim. And where in every generation there is this kind of Hashmonaim that spread the Torah all over. This is the question of the Gemara. My Chanukah, what is this Chanukah? So the Gemara gives us a small story about what happened. And what happened at the end? What was the real miracle? The victory against the Greek or spiritual? So the Hashmonaim, for them, the victory, it's a victory. Tomorrow we will forget the victory. Do we talk today about Shimshon? Do we talk today about David HaMelech or the wars that he did? No. Do we talk about For the Hashmonaim, it's true. The beginning of the miracle was the war that they win against the Greek. But that, it could be forgotten quick. They wanted to celebrate a realness. What is the realness? The realness is to repair the temple, the Beit HaMikdash. This is the ness. To make the Judaism again alive. I mean, let's go to Beit HaMikdash, to do sacrifice in the Beit HaMikdash, to light the menorah. This is a victory. I promise you there was a man that he was very rich. He was from Buenos Aires. And then, unfortunately, he made a lot of mistakes in his business, and he lost. He lost quite a lot. I don't want to tell you he lost everything, but he lost a lot. So, when I saw him once, he told me, Rabbi David, on one hand, I lost everything, but Baruch Hashem, I lost money, but since I had nothing to do, I started to go to shul. I started to go to listen lectures. So I want something. I don't have money, but I have something else. And you know what he told me? This is my victory. My victory that I discovered what I had before, which I did not know, my Judaism. I discovered my Judaism. So the Hashmonaim, that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to bring, that's why we light candles, the menorah in the street. Why in the street? I will never forget. I was here in Miami 6-7 years ago. I was with, I think, Gilbert Benamou in his car. And we had to stop in a traffic light. And there was a sport car. Stop. So they told me, Happy Chanukkah. It was the Chanukkah time. So I just said, Happy Chanukkah, polite, Happy Chanukkah. And they asked me, do you know where we can light the Chanukkah? I looked at Gilbert. He said, yes, he gave them an address where they can go to light the Chanukkah. So I asked them, why did you ask me? How did you know I was Jewish? So he told me, well, you look like a Chanukkah. You look like a Chanukkah. You know, that gave me, I look like a Chanukkah. Yes, a Jew. He looked like a Chanukkah. This is all Chanukkah about, to discover your Judaism. So I told him, you know, first, thank you that you saw that on me. And I have to tell you that I see on you twice Chanukkah, because you asked me. So because you asked me, that means, my friend, Chanukkah is something. Chanukkah is the light. To bring back the light, to throw the darkness that we had at that time. And there is no generation that there is no. I was in Israel the 7th of October. It was, for those who don't believe in the Shoah, we saw the Shoah. I was in Auschwitz. I visited Auschwitz. And I went there a few times. But I know only the story. I feel bad. We feel what happened to our brothers, 6 million Jews. I was in Poland. I was in some concentration camp. But we saw a mini Shoah, the 7th of October. What we saw, I think even the Nazis didn't know what we saw there. My niece, the granddaughter of my sister, she was in Nahal Oz. She was that Shabbat, Nahal Oz. She just got married. She was there for Simchat Torah. And she heard what's going on outside. She had a small room. When she saw bodies in the street, she saw, the terrorists screaming, killing, taking women through their hair. She told her husband that she had a baby girl. 1-year-old. For them, it's finished. And she decided to say Shema. For them, she was not very religious, but everyone knows what it is Shema. Shema Israel is the Shema Israel that every Jew knows. There is no Jew that he doesn't know Shema Israel. Before we go to sleep, we say Shema Israel. The Shema Israel united all the Jewish people. And her husband, he told her, Sarah, we go under the bed. Even if they go under the bed, what about the baby? The baby, she must feed him. He will scream if they come. For 4 hours, they were in the room. 4 hours. And the baby did not cry. He did not eat. Mamash the Nes of Chanukkah. She did a big teshuvah. She told me, Uncle, I saw death, but I saw Hashem. I told her, what do you mean saw Hashem? She said, I feel Hashem. What I did not feel all my life, I feel it. I'm not in her place. She is the only one to feel what she felt. I can only say, Marabo Ma'aseh Hashem. So you see, my friend, she discovered the menorah. You know, the menorah, the light, each one has a way how to discover it, the light. The light has many colors, a lot of kind of colors, the light. But each one, the way he looked at the light, at this kind of light, this is the menorah. Each one, how he discovered Hashem. Each one, how he discovered the Torah. Each one has a way. My niece, she had a way. She discovered Hashem, the Torah, in the hardest way. But Hashem, I discovered Hashem when I was a baby. Since I was a baby, I know there is Hashem. That's it for me. For me, I know. And this is Chanukkah. Chanukkah is to go back to the past and to bring the past to the present and to live what our parents they lived when they discovered the light of Chanukkah. Yesterday, you saw what the story of Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef HaTzadik, he was alone in Egypt, alone. No father, no mother, no friend, no family, no rabbis, nobody. And it's incredible, he remained Jew. You know, yesterday when the Parsha we saw, the way he was talking to Paro, he told Paro, Hashem, he showed you what's going to happen. Incredible. And you know what Paro said? Have you seen a man like this that Hashem is with him? From where, Paro? Since when Paro knows who's Hashem? I know who's Hashem, more or less. I was brought up as a Jew. But Paro, he was an idolat man. How he knows about Hashem? How does he know? And Yosef HaTzadik, he talk about Hashem like he talk to Paro about somebody that he know. Hey, Yosef, you are talking to Paro. And Paro, he doesn't believe in Hashem. And he's talking to him. Hashem, he said, Hashem. And suddenly Paro, he started to believe in Hashem. Well, my friend, when you are convinced that you are a menorah, you are convinced that you belong to Judaism, you convince others. It's all up to you. It's all up how you see it. The way, the conviction that Yosef HaTzadik had, and Hashem, the way he was talking to Paro, he did not leave to Paro no chance, only to believe. Only to believe. My friend, I finished. The first thing the Hashmonaim did, we want the real victory. The real victory is to light the menorah. but there was no oil. No oil. So what we do? There was a lot of bottles of oil, but they were open, they were impure. But they wanted a pure one. There is nothing. So what they did? They started to look. The Gemara said, "Hipsu velo matzu." That means they started looking, and they did not find. At the end, they find something. So now I would like to ask you, if they were looking for oil, how did they find it after? I mean, the Greeks, they are not crazy. They will not leave a bottle closed. They made sure that everything was opened. So for me, does oil come? Well, my friends, this is a Jew. A Jew, his life is above nature. We have Emunah. We believe in Hashem. Our existence today, it's Emunah. We're very funny. We're special. I was in the plane. A lot of times happened that they propose me food and I can't eat because it's not kosher. And sometimes it's a trip of 14 hours, 16 hours, and they don't understand. Why don't eat? Why this? Please, they feel sorry for me. I'm happy. But don't worry, I'm okay. My friend, we are above nature. They started to look for oil, they didn't find. But a Jew, even he don't find what you know what he do? He carry on looking, but there is nothing. He carry on looking. With Emunah, you will find something. There is a woman. She lives in Los Angeles. She's very old. I don't want to mention her name. She's today about 102, 103. And she was in the Shoah. And from time to time, when I go to Los Angeles, I go to visit her. Now she don't recognize, but sometimes she recognize. You know what she recognize? Ma'uz tzur Yeshuati. Yeah. She don't recognize nothing. But when you talk to her about Pesach, Pesach, they say there. When you talk to her about Purim, you will talk to her about her family. She don't know the family. She will not recognize them. She don't recognize her daughters, her children, but she recognize Ma'uz tzur. She recognized the Seder. The religious thing, she recognized them. And I asked her, Madame, thank you that you recognize me, but you don't recognize your daughter. How it's possible? And she asked me, which daughter? And you know who I am? Rav Pinto. This is her emunah. This is the real light, the menorah. I remember 30, 40 years ago, she told me that she will never forget when she was hiding behind the door when the Nazi took her mother, took her father, and she was alone behind the door. And the mother, before the Nazi come to the house, she told her, you don't move. At least you will tell your children when you get married that we believed in God, or what's going to happen to us. It's Hashem's will, but just tell your children how much we love Hashem, and don't forget Kippur, Sukkot. She started to tell to her daughter all the Chagim, and then at that time the Nazi come, and I asked her, did he not see you? She said no. No. This is the oil. They looked for the oil, they couldn't find it. But because they were carrying on looking for it, at the end they find it. How? It's from Hashem. This Dvar Torah is Ilui Nishmat, your father, Alav Shalom. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give you bracha ve'atzlacha, briut. I remember when I was talking to your father by Zoom before he passed away, and he was very happy. He was so this. I think this is the only souvenir that I have from him. That he had emunah, and when I told him I want to give you a bracha, he was happy, and he told you later, I am happy. You see, that's what we have left. What we have left is the emunah. So, Be'ez Hashem, I'm sure you have children, you have many menorot in the house, many Chanukkiyot. Each, who is the menorah? Okay. Each menorah is a baby, is a child. So, Be'ez Hashem, I pray to Hashem to give you happiness, bracha, betzlacha, and briut. May Hashem give you all what you need. Amen.